Assalamu alaikum dear students, I hope you'll be doing well. So in today's video we are going to do exercise of unit number 5, The Rain, written by William Henry Davies. So we are going to start from question number 1, that is the vocabulary part. The first question is, give an antonym for each given word and make sentences with both the words. Now we have to provide antonyms of all these words and to use the word and the antonym in the sentences. So here is the answer. Rich, antonym is poor. He is a rich man. He is a poor man. Top, he reached the top of the tree. Bottom, the bottom of the bottle is empty. Near, my house is near to the school. Far, he lives far away in the mountains. Light, there is no light in the room, whereas the antonym is darkness. It is dark inside. Now dear students, you can change the part of speech of the sentence according to the sentence. If you want to use darkness as a noun, as an adjective, you can change it. Bright, dark. His future is bright. He went into deep, dark woods. Noise, silence. I do not like noise, whereas the sentence of silence is, keep silence in the room. Lovely, antonym is ugly. His manners are lovely. His brother is ugly. Now dear students, you can change the sentences according to your own if you want to. The next question we have is part number B of vocabulary, that is the use of denotation and connotation. Now before moving towards exercise, let's have a quick look on what denotation and connotation is. Denotation is the dictionary and literal meaning of a word, whereas connotational meaning or connotation is the emotional, contextual or social meaning of a word attached to that. There are shades and degrees of meaning as well, and it can be used according to the situation and context. So we can have some examples regarding this. For example, home, house, resident, dwellings. All these words have same meanings, but when it comes to connotation, they all vary in their meaning. Home means any place that is cozy, loving, comfortable, and you can feel security there, whereas house is only the building. Residence is without some dwelling that is without feeling, where you are just living. And dwelling is primitive or basic, means from where you actually belong to, your original residence is called the dwelling. So you can see that words are same, but their meanings change according to the use and according to the context or according to the shades attached to it. Whereas if we talk about the literal meaning, so they all have the same meaning, that they are all the words that are used for living. So let's move towards the exercise in which the first part B is, read the following sentences, answer the questions given below, in which you are asked to use to find out the general meanings of each these sentences and underline the words that have the denotative meaning. So the general meanings of each of these sentences is as follows. Adil was surprised. Adil was amazed. Adil was astonished. Now again, surprised, amazed and astonished, they have approximately the same denotative meaning. So here are the meanings. Surprised, amazed, especially because of something unexpected. Amazed, much surprised because it has sort of a same meaning but with a greater degree. Whereas astonished is the more intensified form of surprised, means amazed to a great degree. But if we look at the basic meaning of the word, they all contain the same basic meaning. In the same question, part 2, we are asked to find what traditional meanings are suggested by astonished. So, the following words are the synonyms of the word astonished, that are amaze, astound, stagger, startle, surprise, confound, dumbfound, leave open mouth. Now, dear students, remember that they are all synonyms, and synonyms cannot replace the meaning of the word with another. They are just used according to the context of the situation. So the next question we have is, would a person be surprised or astonished at seeing a ghost? So the answer is, a person would be astonished at seeing a ghost. Now, why are we using astonished here? Because astonished is the more intensified form of amazed. So by seeing a ghost, the person will not only be surprised, but he will be surprised at a greater extent. So that is why we can say that he will be astonished rather than amazed. So the next part is C part. Which connotation is more positive? Our trip to Khewra Mines was wonderful. Dash people, brave people rode on the roller coaster. We saw fascinating animals in the zoo. Some of the monkeys made amusing faces. Everyone had a smile on his or her face on the way home. So these are the words that we have chosen according to the positive connotation. Now in next question, that is part D, which connotation is more negative? So we bought cheap souvenirs at the Khewra Mines. The next part we have is, I ate a soggy sandwich. Soggy means something that is not that crisp. When you fry the fries and you keep it there for a few minutes, and after that you check the texture of it, you will find that it is not crispy anymore. So that texture is called the soggy. I didn't like the grin on the jester faces. Grin mean हकारत या हकारत आमेज हंसी, किसी का मजाक उड़ाते हुए हंसना is called the grin. So that has the negative connotation. It made me feel frightened, खौफज़दा. Now uneasy is something that is still not negative, but frightened is something that is negative and that has an intensified meaning. So the next part is, give synonym of the following words. So we are going to give the synonyms: shine, illuminate, gleam or glow; bright, well lit, glowing or glittering; noise, clamor, sound; tumult. Now noise is also something that is not pleasant to your ears. So these are all the synonyms of these words: lovely, beautiful, appealing and attractive. Moving towards the next question, that is about metaphors. So before going to the detail, before going to the exercise, we're just going to find out what metaphors are. A metaphor is a figure of speech in which an implied comparison is made between two unlike things. Means if we are comparing the quality of one thing with the quality of another thing, they may be living or non-living things, both the non-living things and both may be the living things. So if that comparison is made on only the characteristics of the things, that is called the metaphor. And remember, it is a direct comparison. For example, we say, in which we have to select the choice that explain the meaning of the metaphor as it is used in the sentence. This is the exercise B. Junaid is an ox. So what is that meaning? Metaphorically, it means that Junaid is strong. We are actually comparing the quality of an ox with the quality of Junaid. Waleed is a real couch. Waleed is a real couch means Waleed is a lazy boy. Shahid is a volcano after hearing his brother borrowed his car without permission. Now means Shahid became very much angry. Lubna is the apple of her father's eye means Lubna is loved by her father. Maria was feeling blue after her cat was hit by a car. Feeling blue means feeling sad. And the last part is Faraz is a giant in his class, towering a foot over his classmates means Faraz is very tall. So the next part is the C part, in which we have to identify the use of metaphor in the poem and answer these questions. So the first question is, what do the rich leaves symbolize? Now dear students, in previous videos, in explanation, summary and questions and answers, we have discussed it for plenty many times that rich leaves symbolize the rich people. What do the poor leaves stand for? The poor leaves stand for the poor or poor people. The next question is, what does the sun symbolize? The sun symbolizes equality and impartiality. It spreads its light equally all over the world. Moreover, the sun may symbolize peaceful state of affairs. Now, it has again the multiple connotations that you can attach with the sun, but here in this poem, sun is the symbol of equality and impartiality. Moving towards the next part, that is in which we have to identify the use of personification in the poem and answer the following question. Now, what is personification? It is a figurative language technique where an object or idea is given human traits or characteristics. For example, if I say flowers were fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Now, fluttering and dancing are the qualities of animals or human beings. Now, as animals are also living beings and humans are also living beings, so these are the two qualities that we associated with a non-living thing, because according to science, plants are living things, but according to arts, if we can see, they are considered non-living things. So, the qualities of a living being is attached to or attributed to a non-living thing. That is how it is a personification. Now moving towards the exercise, which object is being personified in the poem? In this poem, the leaves have been personified. Which human traits are given to that object? Human traits like drinking and giving are given to the leaves. Now that is it for today, dear students. We are left with the grammar part that we'll be covering inshallah tomorrow. So till then, take care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.